NATO's Partnership for Peace Status of Forces Agreement is a multilateral agreement between NATO member states that deals with the status of foreign forces while present on the territory of another state. Basically, the SOFA, that's Status of Forces Agreement, applies most of the provisions of an agreement between NATO member states in 1951. The U.S. dictated most of these terms just a few years after the end of World War II. If a base is to be returned, the resulting value of the land is determined by adding improvements and subtracting costs of environmental cleanup. When the Status of Forces agreements were written to regulate the relationships between the United States and NATO countries, no one considered the devastating impact of per and polyfluoroalkyl substances, or PFAS. They didn't know much about the deadly consequences of the routine use of trichloroethylene, vinyl chloride, benzene, tetrachloroethylene, or depleted uranium. The reckless behavior of the U.S. military at NATO sites has contaminated the soil and groundwater aquifers across the continent. Some of this deadly contamination may last forever. When the U.S. returns an overseas installation, it considers such factors as the extent of capital investment in the improvements being released to the host country, the depreciation of the improvements, and applicable requirements for environmental remediation at the installation. And there's the problem. How do host countries put a price tag on deadly contamination that promises to poison our progeny forever? Thanks. This has been Pat Elder for No to NATO.